Elias Crow came in with the morning train. Folks moved past him with coffee and cries, never meeting his newly dead eyes. At the window sat a clerk in black, stamp in his hand and his hair slicked back. Elias said, "Sir, I have no fare." The clerk said, "Crow, it's already there. No charge today. Paid in full. Track 12 weights. Mind the pull." The platform past the lights to the handcar, black as anthracite. The section man leaned on a lantern pole with a pry bar long as a sinner's soul. "Where does it go?" said Elias Crow. "Where dead man oh, you laid your road. Now pump the handle, we ride your soul." Down up, iron cries. Down up, railroad lies. Push down, pull high, tie by tie, lie by lie. Railroad ties, railroad lies. Black wood under blacker skies. What you buried would not die. It held the rail and learned to cry. Railroad ties, railroad lies. Every mile remembers why you hid it from the world outside, but not from your own eyes. The handcar stopped by a cedar stand where two old fences split one land. The section man drove his iron bar where the black ties hid what led them far. Up came timber tarred and tight with two men's names burned white. Elias said that deed was clean. The tie said 1 acre, 2 dreams. Hail lost seed, turn a lost pride. One brought a shotgun, one son died. The section man said, "Is this your sign?" Elias whispered, "That lie was mine." Down up, no disguise. Down up, railroad lies. Push down, pull high. Dead men ride what living men hide. They pump through fog with the town road bent. Past the porch where a window went, bright with a lamp in a woman's face. Faded thin in the passing glass. The section man pointed beneath the line. Her house stood here before mile 9. Elias saw Mrs. Bell in bed, fever deep and nearly dead. He saw his pen guide her shake and mark while her daughter watched from the dark. She signed, he said, "I did not steal." The tie split open under steel. She thought it named her son as heir. He made it grant the right of way there. Her orchard burned, the porch came down. Her daughter left without a town. The section man said, "Is this your claim?" Elias answered, "I signed her name." Railroad ties, railroad lies. Black wood under blacker skies. What you buried would not die. It held the rail and learned to cry. Railroad ties, railroad lies. Every mile remembers why you hid it from the world outside, but not from your own eyes. They came where the hillside had no stones, or the earth below was full of bones. The company map said vacant clay. Elias had made the graves give way. The third tie rose from cinder sleep. The dark earth opened, the dead roots wept. Names came up in courthouse hand, unclaimed dead on purchasable land. Elias said no kin remained, no markers stood, no one complained. The tie replied in a churchyard tone, "You moved the names and kept the stones. Mothers, minors, children, wives, sold by the acre after their lives." The section man said, "Do you deny?" Elias stared at the empty sky. "No," he said with the mouth gone dry. "I sold their rest so trains could fly." Down up, do not pray. Down up, not this way. Push down, pull high, not at the cross under the tide. Now the track ran wet by a flood-cut creek where the trestled timbers bent and creaked. Elias knew before the rain the footings would not hold the train, but the banker pressed, the foreman swore. The schedule said delay no more. river mud, ticket stubs and smell of blood. The section man said this one too. Elias shook. I knew. The main grave bridge, fair claim, rail ridge, down up, no disguise, down up, railroad lies. The track then left where it never had been, past a white chapel with the candle lit. No green lantern, no whistle cried, no clerk stood watch, no doors to wide. Elias lifted his ruined head. What is that exit? The dead man said. I never saw that stop before. The section man did not slow. That exit was never for you. Railroad ties, railroad lies, black wood under blacker skies. What you buried would not die. It held the rail and learned to cry. Railroad ties, railroad lies, every mile remembers why. You hid it from the world outside, but not from your own eyes. Mercy Ridge rose with the breath too warm. The tunnel opened in a living form. In life they called it the maw. In jest, in death he saw the teeth confessed. End of line. The handle fell for the final time.